Hey everybody, this is Mattie here with Altcoin Buzz with you on this Friday. Hope you're having a great one so far, that you're excited for the weekend. And it looks like the guys over at Bakkt and Intercontinental Exchange and Van Eck and the Solid X ETF and the CBOE folks, it looks like they didn't get my memo because I gave them the green light. I said, hey, yesterday's video, in light of everything that's happening, it looks like the infrastructure is ready to go here and we're ready to take off. But I don't know, maybe they're not tuning in. We're still trading sideways, just joking around. Obviously, Bitcoin is at about $6,500 US, just below that actually. So we're in this, ongoing narrow channel. And what can you really do? There's not a whole lot of price action to discuss right now, but we are going to discuss a couple of different updates. We're going to come back to this story that I promised that we'd feature a little while ago, and then we got sidetracked, but I am a man of my word. My word is my bond. So we're coming back and taking a closer look at the HTC Blockchain phone that's got all kinds of not only interesting features, but the way it's launching too is really interesting for a crypto enthusiast like myself and like yourselves, I'm sure. But let's begin on altcoinbuzz.io with this Community Speaks update, new XinFin update. We just talked about XinFin, but there's more news when it comes to this project, and there's some exciting stuff to discuss. So XinFin, XDCE open source hybrid blockchain platform. This is from October 25th. It's been a busy week at XinFin. Here are just a few of the highlights. So XinFin has now exceeded 2,000 transactions per second. It successfully developed or deployed a testnet that shows 2,000 TPS at a stable stage with a capacity of 2,500 TPS. This is significantly faster than Ripple's claimed 1,500 TPS published on their website. You can read about how that was achieved here. The consensus mechanism that XinFin have implemented for their ecosystem is Byzantine fault tolerant IBFT, which ensures instant finality, a manageable validator set, higher throughput, and a high transaction per second rate. IBFT as a consensus mechanism provides the benefits of immediate block finality, reduced time between blocks, high data integrity, and fault tolerance and operational flexibility. So I'm sure many of you rather know by now that Community Speaks is our outlet for whether or not you're involved in a project, you want to describe something, maybe you're working for them, maybe you're just investing for a particular coin or token, but that's what we're doing here, right? So this is just a contributor from among the Altcoin Buzz army, and you can get on board and discuss your updates, your project ideas and progress and all kinds of things in just this same way. Another update here, XinFin developer community launches MyContract.co, which is an automated smart contract platform. MyContract.co will enable businesses of all sizes to deploy their own smart contracts and tokens without the need of Solidity developers to write and audit your smart contracts, nor the web app developers to host the crowd sale. So we are going to link to MyContract.co, but it enables anyone to create tokens from within all of the ERC standards and deploy it on Ethereum public chain. So this includes ERC 20, 223, 21, and 888. In other XinFin news, there's also a new community newsletter. They've launched a fortnightly community newsletter, which provides regular updates of announcements, media events, attended exchange listings, etc., in addition to background information on XinFin, the partners, and the technology. You can subscribe to that newsletter by clicking the link in this video. And do be sure to check out this article for additional information on just exactly what is XinFin. If you're still at all scratching your head, you can check out all of their coordinates and their information here, website, Telegram, Twitter, and the XinFin publication. Here's the MyContract site. So it's mycontract.co. You can check that out. We will link to that below. XinFin community newsletter is something that you can join onto by inputting your email address here. We're going to include this link as well in the description below. You have here xinfin.org for the website if you want to check it out. Enterprise-ready hybrid blockchain for global trade and finance. They're also on Medium. XinFin XDCE is an open source hybrid blockchain platform. So don't forget, guys, if you want to be part of Community Speaks, all you have to do is contact @Garrett59 on Telegram. And as I mentioned, you can either be working for a project, you can be an active investor, you can be an enthusiast. Look, if you want to write for us and reach out and have your voice heard, that's what it's all about. Just give us a brief bio, let Garrett know what it is you're interested in, how you'd like to write about the project or what it is you propose to do, and you can be part of this Community Speaks initiative. So far, it's been very popular, and we're very thankful to all of our contributors, including today's perhaps anonymous contributor from XinFin. So thanks so much for your news and your update. Okay, and here we are, as promised. The other day, we had a few days where we didn't talk about this, but HTC launches blockchain and crypto-focused smartphone. Now, this is almost like a weird story. It almost seems like an Onion story or something because, look, it is serious. It is the real deal. But the way that they're launching it, the promotional marketing, it's aimed at such like a narrow, perhaps not narrow, but it's so crypto and blockchain focused that it's almost having me wonder, like, are they trying to sell as many as possible? Are they trying to make this appealing in a mass market kind of way? So here's an article by Luke. If you are thinking about purchasing a new smartphone, then this news might be good news. HTC has released the Exodus 1, a blockchain and cryptocurrency focused smartphone. HTC's Exodus 1 comes with a secluded area kept separate from the Android operating system it runs on to keep a customer's cryptocurrency safe. So Luke writes that this blockchain-based phone is part of HTC's shifting strategy regarding smartphones, which will prioritize software and intellectual property. HTC hopes to regain some of the market shares that it had lost to Apple and Samsung in the last 5 years. So you have Phil Chen, HTC's decentralized chief officer. Pretty encouraging that that position even exists within HTC. So Phil Chen explained to CNBC, quote, "Think of it as a micro operating system that runs in parallel with Android. It basically is a wallet, but the wallet, what it does is hold your private keys. These private keys are meant to be kept confidential and are needed whenever a user wants to access their bitcoins or other cryptocurrencies." When asked about the separation from the Android software, Chen explained, quote, "Android is fundamentally insecure, so storing cryptocurrency within the Android environment would put cryptocurrencies at high risk." Would you guys, just throwing a question out there, would you trust implicitly a smartphone with your cryptocurrency either way? If this is something that, is being rolled out to potentially millions of users, they say that, yes, your private key is stored and this is proprietary, it's separate. Would you 100% trust them? Because I know there's a natural, and I'm not saying this in a bad way, but there's a lot of natural distrust and skepticism within the cryptocurrency community. So would you fully trust them? Chen went on to say, quote, "The dominant companies in our world today are Google and Facebook, and in China, Baidu, Alibaba, and Tencent, because they basically own all our data. And the reason why you do a blockchain phone is for everybody just to own their own keys. Everything starts there. When you start owning your own keys, then you start owning your own digital identity and you can start your own data." So you can read about some of the specs here, including a 16 megapixel dual main camera, 6-inch display with quad HD resolution, plus a couple of other ones, including processing power and memory. But here's the interesting thing. Emphasizing its cryptocurrency credentials, the company has decided not to set a price for the smartphone in conventional currencies. Instead, it will be available in December and priced at 0.15 Bitcoins or 4.78 Ethereum tokens, approximately $960 US at today's exchange rate. So you got to buy it in cryptocurrency to begin with, which I think is really cool and sort of adds to the exclusivity of it all. That alone makes me want to take another look at this, because I think eventually it's going to be able, you're going to be able to purchase it in whatever currency you want. They want to make money after all. But the fact that they're selling it for Bitcoin and Ethereum, it's like, okay, you guys are kind of putting your money where your mouth is, so to speak. So I think that's great, and it's going to be part of the marketing campaign, and why not? It makes sense. So do be sure to check out Luke's article. Let us know what you think with a comment. This is being covered everywhere, including Forbes. New HTC phone can only be bought with Bitcoin and Ethereum. And then from later in the same day, Forbes had this publication, HTC Blockchain Phone Exodus 1 to ship in December. Only sold in Bitcoin, Ethereum, cryptocurrencies. So that's a very, very interesting angle to this whole story. You can also read about this on Wire. HTC's blockchain phone, so to speak, launches as a wild experiment. Let's see how successful that experiment is. Of course, we are going to keep you guys up to date on Altcoin Buzz News and Altcoin Buzz. Follow those handles on Twitter. We're also on Facebook, Instagram, and Telegram. If you choose to invest, members of the Altcoin Buzz Army, I wish you happy investing. Check out our last video here on the right, as well as our online content at altcoinbuzz.io. But have a wonderful Friday. Have a wonderful start to your weekend. We're going to see you guys again soon, hopefully in a new video. Take care.